Hi there, it's Ronnie, and the idea of this video today is to see whether I can turn $22 into $2,100, working only on a short time frame and using a simple Bollinger plus momentum combo. And if you want to understand how to read the market when the price literally jumps every minute, in this video you'll see how I catch real impulses, distinguish a normal pullback from a real reversal, and enter only on those moments where the chance of profit is the highest. And if you are tired of trading blindly and want to get real steps, just check out my Telegram. I show trades in real time, analyze the market, and offer the ability to copy my trades automatically without haste or doubt. This format is free, and the access to your account remains with you. Every day I provide working situations and closed approaches that you will never see in these videos that are available publicly. There are almost no free spots left, so you'd better hurry up. The link is below this video. I hope to see you there. So I'll start with the platform settings. This will help read the chart more accurately. And I set the chart type to candlestick, time frame 30 seconds. The strategy is based on Bollinger Bands and momentum indicators today. So now I'll set them up. Bollinger Bands show the price movement range. I set period to 10, makes the indicator sensitive and precise. Deviation 2, the setting provides a balance between noise and reaction. For the style, I'll remove the central line and make the channel boundaries a more saturated light blue. Now, momentum shows the speed of price movement. Period 5, it makes momentum fast and sensitive. For the style, I'll make it just a line and change the color to white. In combination, the indicators allow you to see whether a breakout will be strong or weak, where the price is overbought, where impulse appears, and when the market is ready to change direction. So let's begin. My first trade will be with the minimum amount. I forecast price growth. I'm opening the upside for $22, trade time 1 minute. Look, the red candle gives a pullback down, but hits the lower Bollinger Band and is immediately bought up by a green one. This means sellers are weakening at the bottom and the buyer is regaining control. Bollinger Bands. The bands are pointing upward, the channel is expanding, and the price touches the lower boundary in a rising movement. The momentum line is reversing upward, showing that the correction has ended and the impulse is switching back to the side of growth. So the pullback is over. The price bounced off the lower band and momentum went up. Therefore, a trade to the upside here is justified. So we're waiting for the trade to close, and I get $42 to the account. Very nice. Let's keep going. So I continue trading, and I've already found an entry point. I'm opening a trade to the downside for $42. So I see overheating and a reversal here, and here is why. Here the price flies above the upper Bollinger Band, after which a red candle immediately appears and the candles return inside the channel. It turns out that buyers are stopped at the top, a pullback begins. So Bollinger Bands shows a breakout of the upper boundary, and this is a classic overbought zone, where growth usually stops continuing. Momentum makes a peak and reverses down, showing that the upward impulse has ended and acceleration has switched to bearish. Therefore, a trade to the downside here is justified. And we're waiting for the trade to close. It brings me $81. Just excellent. We continue. If trading seems complicated and you don't want to enter the market by the guesswork, just watch how I do it. In my Telegram, every day I provide trading situations and show real strategies. The link is below this video. Write to me and I will add you. Alright, so we're moving on to the next trade. According to my forecast, the decline will continue. I'm opening to the downside for $81. Look, after a sharp rise, the last green candle flies above the upper Bollinger Band. And the next one, already red, returns the price inside the channel, meaning buyers were stopped at the top and pullback has begun. Bollinger Bands showed a breakout of the upper boundary, and this is an overbought zone where the price most often reverses back inside the channel. Momentum makes a peak and goes down, showing that the upward impulse has run out and acceleration has passed to the sellers. So we get overbought, according to Bollinger, a red reversal candle and fallen momentum. Therefore, a trade to the downside here is justified. So we're waiting for the trade to close and my balance increases by $155. I continue. Now I'll open a trade to the upside for $155. The price fell for a long time and finally broke the lower Bollinger Bands, but immediately returned inside the channel. This almost always means the sellers have exhausted their strength. Immediately after this, confident green candles appear, meaning the market is starting to buy up the low. In parallel, momentum sharply reverses upward, showing that the impulse is changing from bearish to bullish. When there is simultaneously a bounce from the lower boundary, a candle reversal, and rise in momentum, such a trade to the upside usually plays out clearly because the price returns to the normal range after being oversold. So we're waiting for the trade to close, and I managed to exit at $298. Just excellent. And the next trade is no less interesting. I'm opening to the upside for $298, forecasting price growth. So look, a series of red candles reaches the lower Bollinger Band and pierces it with a wick. The next candle is already green and confidently buys up the decline, closing higher than the previous one, which means there is support at the lower band. Sellers aren't pressing further. The price is being actively picked up from below. This is a classic bounce from the lower Bollinger Band boundary. Momentum was smoothly declining, but now is reversing upward, forming a local bottom. This shows that the downward impulse has stopped and acceleration has passed to the buyers. You see the beginning of a new upward movement after the bounce. So we're waiting for the trade to close, and my balance increases by $574. Very, very well. And if you have already tried trading but kept catching losses, do not start everything all over again. In my Telegram, you can connect to me and copy my trades automatically every day. The link is below this video. Write to me and I will add you. So I continue and have already found a suitable entry option. I'm opening to the downside for $574, and here is why. The price is making an upward pullback after a strong decline, but here you can see that this rise is hitting the upper zone of Bollinger. The last green candles are small with upper shadows, and a confident red one immediately appears. This shows a rejection of continued growth and the formation of local resistance. Momentum in the lower square gives the same thing. The line grew along with the correction, stops and bends downward, showing that the upward impulse has ended and strength is passing to the sellers. Therefore, an entry to the downside here is justified. This is the beginning of the continuation of the main downward movement. So we're waiting for the trade to close, and it brings me $1,102. Very good, pretty much what I expected. And to finish, I found an excellent entry point, in my opinion. So I'll open to the downside for $1,102, and here is why. So momentum makes a peak and reverses down, signaling that the upward impulse has ended and strength is passing to the sellers. Further, you can see that the rise reached the upper Bollinger Band. The last green candle is pressed against the boundary, followed by a small rejection candle, and immediately a large red one. This is a classic sign of overbought and the start of a pullback, meaning that buyers hit resistance and couldn't pull the price further. As a result, two key signals coincide: a reversal from the upper Bollinger Band and fallen momentum. Therefore, an entry to the downside is justified. So we're waiting for the trade to close, and the trade brought me $2,115, and I'm very, very satisfied with this trading. So that's how I confidently grew the account to $2,115 in just one session, using only two tools and clear work with momentum. This once again shows that even on short time frames, you can work systematically if you know how. And if you want to see such breakdowns every day and to get clear entry points, don't forget to check out my Telegram. There I show everything in real time.